Now that we're ready to go and out searching, there's a couple things I'd like to cover. The MX Sport is like a lot of VLF type metal detectors. You have to keep the loop sweeping to make it work. It's not a real fast sweep, it's not a real slow sweep, about 2 seconds, 1001, 1002, 1001, 1002. That's a nice sweep speed to go at. You can go a little faster, you can go a little slower, but you really can go too slow. So be careful that you need to keep some movement going. Now, once you go to the pinpoint mode, you don't have to sweep anymore. So once you find a target you're interested in, that's when you go to pinpoint. You don't have to sweep anymore. You can go real slow and center on right where the target is. Now, in the grassy areas like this, I would rub right in the grass, grass and moss, no problem. If I get into rocky terrain, I'd probably want to hold it up just an inch or ½ inch above the ground as I'm sweeping along. Same with the sand. If you can just get up just a ½ inch or a ½ inch above the sand, it's normally you can cover a lot more ground and have a lot less troubles detecting. So I'm sweeping along. This is what I'm looking for. Solid, repeatable beep. That tells me I'm interested. I look at the display. Looks like it's going to be a dime. Gives me a little bit of a depth here, an idea that's not very deep. So now I want to dig that up. Now you can see if I stop it, it quits detecting. So it takes a little bit of movement to make it work in the normal search mode. So when I go to pinpoint, I don't need to sweep anymore. I go real slow. The VCO option is turned on most of these programs. So the pitch gets higher. The pitch gets higher and higher as I get closer and closer to the target. Now the standard equipment double D loop, they're a little bit trickier to pinpoint with because it detects down a line down the center. If I go forward till it disappears, I know it's at the back of the coil. If I back up until it disappears, I know it's at the front of the coil. Now with practice, you can get it to pinpoint in the center. You can double clutch the pinpoint. Pressing and releasing it several times on top of the target is going to really narrow it down quite a bit for you. Right there's where I'm going to dig. Okay, so now that I'm ready to dig, I need to be careful to use the proper digging techniques for the area. Now here with the grass and the moss, a tool like you see here and what we call the hinge door method is your best choice for the least damage and the most politically correct and friendly to the neighbors as you can get. What you want to do is cut the area that you pinpointed in somewhat of a horseshoe shape. You see here, 3 sides, and then you're going to flip that flap over. Now, if I need to dig a little bit more, I want to use a drop cloth. Put the cloth down. Whatever dirt I dig up out of here, I want to put on my cloth. That keeps it from spreading into the grass around there. Now, pretty quickly when you start digging, especially on a shallow target like this, it's really nice to have a pinpointer. Speeds things up, really keeps you from making a bigger mess than you need to. I'm going to turn the TRX on, let it see the ground there, and then I'm going to, that's still in the hole, it's not in the flap. Looks like I was a little bit short on the pinpoint. Again, I'm going to put my dirt, oh, there we go. Now when I'm done, put that in my pouch here. I'm going to put away my tools. I'm going to take my drop cloth and put the dirt back in the hole. Now that keeps it from spreading out into the grass. Use my cloth, drop it in the hole, hinge the flap back over, give it a step, and you can see that really has not made a mess digging here. And that's what you want to do. It's friendly to the neighbors. It makes the hobby appear in a much more favorable light. You got to cover your holes and you got to pay attention to how you're digging and what kind of mess you're leaving that people are going to look at detectorists and say, I don't want them coming back. You want to come back. So do practice these digging techniques. They're going to pay off in the long run.